Hello guys, welcome to Tech Design. Hope everyone is doing great. So in this tutorial, I have taken one of the part modeling example. So I'll be showing you this drawing. So as you can see here, this is a drawing which we are going to make a model. So it looks very simple, but we need some tricks to complete this model. So we can start doing this by using an NX modeling workbench. So now what I will do is I'll just go to NX modeling workbench by creating a new file. So let me go to new file over here and create a model. So let me go to model and keep it as it is, and I'll just click OK. So this will take you to a 3D modeling workbench. So here is a 3D workbench, window. So now what we can do is we'll just directly go into sketch environment. Before going to that, let me analyze this model. So as you can see here, it looks very, simple. So we have a rectangle here. So rectangle should be, protruded along, 15 mm. So we can consider it as an mm. So anyway, is fine. So we'll consider it as an mm and we'll make it because in the drawing it is not mentioned the mm, units. So now what we'll do is I'll just go to an workbench sketcher environment and I'll create this 15 and a radius of 5, whatever this slot is there. I'm just going to create this and then we will going to extrude it along 10 mm along the this direction. So we'll go to an sketcher environment, and here I'm going to select a bottom plane which is a YX plane. Okay, and click OK here. So this will take you to modeling sketcher environment. Now it's very simple guys. We need to have one rectangle, so I'll have a rectangle with the center point so that it will be centered properly. So now as you can see here, this dimension, let me take it from the drawing. So as you can see here, if this is a 5 mm and then a radius of 5, then the diameter will be 10 mm. So let me give a 10 mm for this. So let me fit this. Okay. And now this is 15 mm. So let me give this 15 mm here. Okay. So now these two dimensions are given now. So now we have this now arc here which is of 5 mm. So let me draw a circle with a 10 mm diameter. So this is one circle and this is the another circle. So now we will trim the extra lines. So these two are extra lines and here as well these two are extra lines. So we'll just trim that and let me give constraint which is a point on a line. So this point should lie on x-axis and the same way this point lie on x-axis, and we have this as a 15 mm. Okay, let me keep it as it is. So we just need to provide all the dimensions or else we can just give the constraints. So I'll just finish the sketch and we have 10 mm of extrude here. So let me extrude it up 10 mm. So go to extrude and give 10 mm here. Okay, so this is 10 mm width and we can just click OK. So now we are left with only cutouts. So we just need to make some cutouts. So in order to achieve this model. So now as you can see here from the side angle, we can see here 6.35 diameter of circle. So we can draw that and remove the material. So go to sketcher environment on this plane now. Sorry. Okay. So here we have a circle of diameter 6.35. Okay, and now this diameter circle will have a distance from the top face, that is 3 mm. So let me go to dimension. I can press hit D, and from here to this top edge it is 3 mm. Okay, so now as you can see here, it's one more, no, 6.35. Yeah, this is given, and we have this. Okay, so now we can just finish the sketch. And now what I'll do is I'll just extrude this on both the direction. So I'll just give symmetric value here, and this should be more than the value of this model. So we'll just go do until this. Okay, now we'll just give okay. So now as you can see here, this complete model material has been removed. So in the same way, we can see here there is a cutout over here as well, and there are two holes from the bottom. This also we can give. Before going to do this, we will just make this one now. So it is a radius of 2.5 with a distance of 2.5. So we'll just go to extrude on this plane. Sorry, let me create a sketch for that. Okay, and now here go to circle and create a circle on this. It is of radius 2.5. Okay, sorry, radius of 2.5, which is a diameter of 5. So okay, so it should be 5 diameter. So now we'll draw the line here. Oops. So you can see here when I just wanted to draw a line, it is by default it is taking a center of the arc. So you need to switch off this in that case, and then you can easily make a line here. So this is my line. Okay, and there is no length here. You can give whatever the length you want since we are removing the material. And now the distance between here to here is 2.5. So hit D and give the distance as 2.5 here. Okay, so now this distance it is not required because since we are removing the material. So either you can trim this extra line or else we can keep it as it is and we can just finish the sketch. And now go to extrude, and it should be single curve, and let me select a curve. So this is the curve which I am going to select now. So keep it as 1 mm, and here okay, we just need to provide a stop at intersection, so it will stop at the intersection of the curves. Okay, now let me give the symmetric value and remove the material. Okay, hit okay. So now as you can see here, this is what we got, and now let me see what we can do in the next step. So in the next step, what we can do is we have holes here. As you can see here, it is a diameter of 5 mm and two holes with a distance of 10 mm from the center. It is 5 mm of distance. So we can give this distance and we can just remove the material. So go to top view on sketcher environment. Either you can give here or else here it is good. Anything is fine. So now we have two circles. So this is the one circle and this is the another circle. Both the circle diameter should be 5 mm. And this is also 5 mm. And these should be lying in the same line. So we can go give this, and it should be at the axis here. Here is the axis, so we can just make one circle lie on this x-axis. Okay, and the distance between these two will be 10 mm. So 10 mm, and from the center it is 5 mm. So from this center to this center it is 5 mm, so that it will be symmetric. Okay, now we can just remove the material by finishing the sketch and go to extrude, and we should reverse the direction. And either you can keep it as inferred or you can keep it as a subtract and click OK. So now as you can see here, the model is almost ready and we are left with only this angle. As you can see here, there is a 90-degree angle which is having a removed material, and now you can see this slope. So this we need to create now. So for that, what I'll do is I'll just go through the sketch environment again here on this plane. Okay, click OK. And now let me draw two lines. So this is my one line and this is my second line. But this line should lie on this whatever the axis. So press C, point on a curve. So this point should be on this curve. And also these two should be symmetric. So let me make a symmetric. So these two should be symmetric to this axis. And now there is an angle of 90 degrees. So let me give the angle here. This is 90 degree. Okay. So now as you can see here in the drawing, so here is the 5 mm of gap between this edge, so which is a cutting edge. So now what we can do is, first of all, from this center line to this we can give 5 mm distance. So hit D for distance, and from this edge to this edge it is 5 mm. So it should be a horizontal. Okay, let me give again. Between this to this it is 5 mm. Constraint already exists. Okay, here is already given, which is 5 mm, so we just need to give 5 mm here. Now the distance between these two is 5 mm, and also you can see here this edge is almost touches this face, so we'll just do geometry constraint and point on a curve. So this point should lie on this curve. So now it is fully constrained, so we can just close this curve by dialing by closing this profile. So we'll just extend this and we can trim this extra line. Okay, and finish the sketch. So now we just okay, let me trim this as well, trim this line. Okay, finish the sketch and remove the material. So I'm going to select this sketch. Okay, okay, now as you can see here there is a gap here, so let me fill that gap, extend this. Okay, so here as we need to trim it. Okay guys, so since this is a symmetric, so when we trim this side it is also going to trim this side. So now what we can do is we can just coincide these two points. So hit C and coincide these 2 points. Okay, so now it's good. We can just finish the sketch and go to extrude and select this sketch. And it should be subtracted from the body. It should be in a symmetric value, so we can just give symmetric value and we can click OK. So we just hit Ctrl W and hide all the sketches. So all sketches, all datum planes, everything should be hidden. So now as you can see here, our model is ready. So as you can see here, this looks very simple guys, but once you go start doing it and it looks very complicated. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any doubts, please comment in the section below, so I'll try to answer you guys. Please subscribe to my channel, hit a like button, as well as share my videos. Thank you guys.